Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
Hey, it's your girl Sophie, and welcome to my channel and my very ordinary yet chaotic life. 1 minute you're cleaning and dancing to your favorite music by the Fugees, and the next second, boom, your ceiling turns into Niagara fucking Falls. Yeah, this is your sign that spring resets, much like life, don't always go as planned. You're probably wondering how I ended up here. Well, sit back, relax, or clean with me as I tell you all about how my life got flipped right upside down. Word to the Fresh Prince. The older I get, the more I realize life is truly a series of constant trials, tribulations, and straight up bullshit. If it's not bills kicking your ass, it's your mental health, or the dating scene. But let's not get into that right now. Or not getting paid enough to do work that for the most part you probably don't even enjoy, or feeling stuck. Because whether you're working remote or in an office, you still gotta clock in to survive. Pay rent, keep the lights on, exist. I didn't even ask for this shit, yet here I am 30 years later, scratching and surviving like the Evans family off of Good Times. Damn! People talk about January resolutions, but real ones know spring is where the actual magic happens. It feels like the real new year. A fresh season, the sun's out, it's a clean slate, flowers are blooming. So I figured, why not ride that wave and really tap into that blooming energy? That's when I decided to reorganize, refresh, and finally breathe some new life into my apartment. But just a few short weeks after making this decision, of course, random things just started to happen. I got a letter in the mail claiming I missed court. Never knew I had to attend court because I don't do anything that would require my presence there. But that's another story for another day or another video. Then after that, my second semester of grad school began and came through swinging. Okay, when I tell you it had hands, it had hands. Okay? The amount of reading, videos, assignments that I had to comb through, and on top of that, have a group project with people I just met, it was straight up ridiculous, especially for somebody with a full-time job in communications, a part-time job as a resume writer, and a content creator with a semi-failing creative business. The night I decided to grab some of my favorite foods, a cheap but sweet bottle of wine to start my first homework assignment is the same night my ceiling decided that I didn't need to watch Titanic. Oh baby, it was time to experience it right in my living room. Long story short, the dishwasher in the apartment upstairs had an issue and caused the leak to pour from not only one light fixture, but two, then three. Then my ceiling literally began to open up. As much as the situation stressed me out in the moment, I panicked. I cussed at my property manager. I didn't cuss him out, I just cussed because I usually don't cuss with him. But anyways, and to be honest, he low-key deserved hearing me drop an F-bomb or two. Let's go back a little bit so you can understand why I say that. I've been a tenant with the same property company for at least 3 years. And at this point, the only reason I'm even at this new apartment is because I needed a cheaper place and my credit is not the best. So I was like, you know what? Let me just stay with the same company, just move over to another place and save money that way, which that's a whole different story within itself. But again, it's a story for another day and another video. And I don't want to use this moment to talk down on him or anyone else because I don't like using my platform to talk down on people. That's just not my vibe. But sometimes I look at people and I just have to say, can you just do your fucking job, please? Since I lived at the old place and now this one, when I ask for a maintenance request, when I tell y'all it takes so long to get certain things fixed, which I will say, in his defense, he's doing a little bit better with this place. But I'm just like, I get it. You might be managing multiple places. But can you at least give some type of communication or notice of what's going on or what's not going on? Like, it would just be nice, right? It's like pulling teeth sometimes, and I have to keep emailing, reaching out, just to get one little thing done. And I've never been a property manager. I've never been a landlord. I don't own any homes. But I know one thing. If I have customers, which as a business owner, I do have customers, I'm going to tend to those customers in the way that I need to. If you're paying me for a service, I should be taking care of you how you need, because you're paying me for a service. But anyways, so last week I spoke to him. He stopped by and said that somebody would be stopping by on Thursday to begin working on the issue to fix the ceiling. Guess what? Ding, ding, ding. It's Sunday. Still nothing. No one has come by. I just don't understand how people operate like this. Like, I don't want this video only to be about the ceiling leak because trust and believe I have other issues. So I'm going to stop now and just talk about how the more I grow, the more I understand that the point of life isn't just to survive. Life is about giving it meaning. So I've been asking myself, what am I doing each day to find joy? How am I choosing to be happy and protecting my peace at the same time? Well, some of those things include a reset, like the one you're watching right now. How can I reorganize my space, reorganize my mind, my life, and my journaling? Am I going to therapy? Am I exercising? Am I eating right? What am I doing every day to ensure that I'm showing up as the best version of myself for myself? So then that way I can actually serve people in the way that I'm meant to. But when it comes to the exercise, I'm not consistent. So look, we still working on that. We're going to get it together one of these days. But anyways, the point of this video is really just to say that a lot of times we're looking at what people have going on social media, and you might think their life is perfect or that they're doing so well and all these things are going great. As a matter of fact, when I first started my YouTube journey, when I tell you I just wanted to show up perfectly, if you look at my very first video on this channel, I'm all dolled up. I just came from a bloggers event. I'm really just showing up as this very professional version of myself. And as I went through my videos the other day before I edited this video, I realized that I was constantly trying to just be a very polished version of myself. Like, don't get me wrong, there's moments I would talk about some of my struggles, but I never went too far in depth. And I kind of regret that. I kind of wish I would have been more realistic, especially when I was struggling and basically damn near homeless and doing Uber, Instacart, driving for Lyft. Like, I've done so many things to survive, to try to kick off my creative career, which I would say at this point I'm doing much better. I do have a role in media in a way where I work in communication, so that is a media role. But the point is, I really just never really showed up as my full self when it came to being online.
I like them brown, yellow, Puerto Rican, and Haitian. We can get down. 18. I love your bedroom wall. And this is how I ball. Streets.
But I'm here to tell you, I am not one to ever pretend that my life is completely perfect. And this new YouTube journey is going to reflect that. All right, well, I guess everything is content. Welcome to my crib. Just casually on a Friday evening where I'm already stressed and now I'm more stressed. Amazing. And I think the reason why I'm really able to express that more online now is because of apps like TikTok, where people are so real, raw, and authentic on there, where they just completely show people their lives in ways that I would never do in the past. I never would have had the confidence to do that if it wasn't for these apps. Now, when it comes to places like Instagram, oh my God, you gotta be dressed to the nines, dolled up, and don't even get me started on the comments on there. So with that said, I plan on doing that more here on YouTube, being myself, right? Just really showing up as who I am. Not completely though, because some of y'all do too much, and I do not have time to argue with strangers about my life and my personal decisions. It's like life just gets better every day. Every fucking day. Yeah, that's awesome. And that's broken. Favorite lamp. Yay. And of course, I don't have renter's insurance because people can't stop me for it. Extra bills. Amazing. So lovely. But I do want to show up here a bit more authentic. Life is not perfect, and it never will be. And as we get older, we just have to keep finding ways to cope and deal with things. Like, we're here, right? We didn't make the choice to be here. Our parents did for whatever reason to be alive. So we're here. We just got to make the best out of it. Honestly, I feel like part of this ceiling leak was also a blessing in disguise because I ended up reorganizing my space in a way that I didn't expect to. And honestly, it's really not that bad. I actually like where my desk is now and I have some other ideas on how I want to continue to improve my space as I'm here until I get this credit together. Because soon as this credit is up, baby, I'm going to find another apartment in a heartbeat. Please believe. Understand that. But yeah, that's my story and I hope you stayed a while. And if you did, thank you so much. Please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe because what? We have fun on this side. Until next time, see you then.